My name is Jordan Blackmore. I've been a hairstylist for 15 years, and today we are going to be doing a long layered dry haircut with our beautiful model, Daphne. Start by sectioning the hair into 4 sections. Splitting the back right down the middle and taking small, less than 3/4 of an inch sections at the nape. This is a blunt haircut and we are working parallel with the ground. We've got our first section on the way. Now we section above it, parallel to the ground. No more than 3/4 of an inch. We're pulling off the shoulders just a drop. Continuing with the blunt cutting. Finding our middle line first. You can see the layer beneath dropping out. That's when you know it's time to trim. And as we work towards the shoulders, we're going to elongate towards the front very softly. Pulling that layer out a little more. Working towards the crown, you can see we're taking about an inch and a half off of Daphne here. So you can see where those long hairs are. Just elevating and trimming, waiting for that hair to drop. Make sure your sections have a good amount of tension on them. That's very important with dry hair cutting, so your lines are accurate. Coming towards the crown. The layer at this point's about 45 degrees. Vertical sectioning at the crown makes for convenient layering. At this point, we're going about 90 degrees there, never breaking 90. Beginning the front section, parallel with the floor, no more than 1 inch. We'll also incorporate some of the back hair, seeing as it's a part of the conversation and very important. We've elongated around the shoulders to give ourselves a little more room to work with as we come to the front. Beginning the front line, you can see very little length coming off here. Very important hair. That hair is in the front of the section. We don't have as much hair in the front, so we got to make sure the clients keep all their length there. Very little layering. Make sure you're looking at it in conversation with the shoulder. Same concept here, wait for that layer to drop beneath it. At this point, we're softly graduating. We section for the top, front and center length, as we're gonna tie that into this long layered soft haircut. This will be the shortest layering on this shape. Just dusting it, cleaning it up. We're gonna look at that with the long length we have. And you tie those two together. Very soft layering here. Tying in the layers from the top to the long length on the sides and back. Very soft graduation. Tying this all together. This length here. In conversation with that there. Simple shape. Just gonna check our lengths here, check our layering. You can come at this haircut with a lot of different angles using cross-sectioning and the shape of the head. Just make sure your base and your length is all really simple and the shape's there. And then you can proceed to cross-check it any which way you feel comfortable. Just making sure all the layers make sense here. This haircut is symmetrical, so the right side's going to look exactly the same as the left. So when I'm working on the very important top layering and the front layering, where all the excitement sort of happens, you want to consider it right in the front. You want to look at it completely in the middle, so that way you're able to see and section accordingly. So it's perfectly on the right and left side. Pull this forward and everything should look the same on both sides. Got all our length here. Then we just begin to tie in these layers to that length, leaving them nice and long. Seeing where those layers are going to sit and making sure you're happy with it. Again, using cross direction to make sure your layers are all organized and everything's tied in and together. This haircut's going to have great texture and going to be very wearable. It's meant for the everyday girl who doesn't have a lot of time, but wants to have a great shape that's going to be functional and supporting. We're going to quickly do a little texture wave here. This will be a quick little beach wave. It's a fun way to spend a few minutes on the hair and make it look a little more exciting. This type of texture is really relevant right now and it just takes minutes. So I'm going to quickly show you. We just want that barrel to get hot. We're going to wrap it away from the face. We'll gently pull that out because you don't want a Marie Antoinette wave. And we'll do the section behind it. We're really just going to focus on the front here. So in all, hopefully you can do this in about 5-6 sections. And as you get to the back, you can take bigger sectioning. Again, just feeling the barrel, making sure that follicle gets hot. You don't want it to get too hot. You're just going to drop it, give it a slight pull. You don't want to pull too much because you will lose your wave altogether. Big section here in the front. Just make sure you're wrapping away from the face. Don't burn your fingers. You never want to wrap the root and you never want to wrap the ends. So it's a good little trick. Just feeling the heat here. We're going to drop that out. Give it a slight pull. You want to add some texturizing spray or some setting spray at this point to try to lock in this nice movement we've got going here. So once we finish this right side, put some product in there. Little texturizing spray. A light little toss of the hair. You don't want to toss too much. You can always shake it out more later on, but you don't want to lose any wave you have. So in a couple minutes time, just putting a little texture. We're going to do the other side here, starting with the front section. Once you feel that follicle get warm, you know you're in the business. You can gently pull off and give a gentle little pull. Big section here. You're totally allowed to twist when you're wrapping around the iron, so it doesn't have to be perfect. You can twist or not twist. Up to you. See our nice little movement there. I hope you guys enjoyed this long, layered, dry haircut. As you can see, the shape is really functional and simple by design. I hope you enjoyed it. My name's Jordan Blackmore. Look for more of these videos. Talk to you soon.